We begin with our coverage on the Gann fire in Calaveras County. Overnight, it grew 500 acres. It has now burned about 7,000 acres with no containment. We still don't know how much damage this fire has caused, but our crews have already seen some firsthand. Homes are going up in smoke. One of the biggest challenges crews face is the terrain. And we have live team coverage with meteorologist Rob Carlmark tracking conditions and ABC 10's Austin Castro tracking the fire on the ground. Austin, we can see that smoke behind you. What are you seeing this morning?
Caroline and Jay, good morning. Yeah, the smoke has certainly picked up a considerable amount, and to put into perspective just how much the Gann fire has exploded in size, this time yesterday it was about half the size that it is now. Now it is at about 7,000 acres. I do want to point out that the fire has certainly shifted quite a bit. We've been driving around Pool Station Road here, where just yesterday we saw quite a bit of active flames. Today, not so much in terms of visible flames in this area specifically, but that smoke certainly very prevalent. You can see behind me just how thick that smoke is, and that's really how it's looking in the Angels Camp area and really this portion of Calaveras County. Now, we do also want to point out crews still very much hard at work, and night helicopters work throughout the night. Today, school is canceled for all Calaveras Unified School District campuses. The district said they made the announcement after closely monitoring the smoke conditions here and air quality throughout the day, along with the changing wind patterns. We do want to emphasize 6 zones still remain under mandatory evacuation orders at this hour. CAL FIRE said they brought in an additional amount of resources from throughout the state, and also more than 250 personnel are currently working to control the fire at this hour. Some local residents say they are also worried about losing their homes and described to us how crews are doing everything they can to save them.
It's kind of amazing. There's about 30 or 40 men that just walked up the driveway to put the fire out that you see in the bushes over there with shovels and tools like that. I was amazed at that. Then the 4 big bulldozers that they're making a road up to the top. It's something to behold.
Now, as for the areas under mandatory evacuation warnings, those zones are CCU 109, 110, 130B, 139, 140, and 147. CAL FIRE says to make sure to sign up for emergency alerts, and if you feel unsafe or need extra time to evacuate, do so early and don't wait to be told. According to the governor's office, the fire has forced the evacuation of nearly 1,500 residents, while an additional 1,400 remain under evacuation warnings. And as the sun starts to come up here and rise, you can see more of that smoke pick up. The air quality certainly not looking super great here. Now, if you are looking for any resources for those evacuation centers, we have a list of all of that over on our website. That is abc10.com. Live in Angels Camp, Austin Castro, ABC 10.
All right, Austin, thank you. Let's turn to Rob now. You heard him mention air quality becoming an issue. What are the conditions they're dealing with today, Rob?
So this is going to be a tough firefight. The weather's slightly better. It's not as hot, but we are still looking at very sustained winds. And where the winds blow is where the smoke is going to go. Now, through the overnight hours, we've had a distinct lack of wind, so that smoke has settled in many more locations. This camera's not working at the moment, but for air quality, this is our situation. If you're in lower elevations, if you are out toward the west of where this fire is, you are unaffected. You might have seen some higher elevated smoke yesterday visually, but if it's not at your level, you're not ingesting it and it's not causing any health issues. That's a different story for everybody that's at higher elevations. And then I would say north and even south of where this fire is, because the smoke is rising, it's hitting this inversion layer, then it's spreading out, and then it's settling through the overnight hours. So places like Truckee, South Lake Tahoe, Placerville, areas north and south of where this fire is, essentially the Sierra foothills are mostly the people that are affected by the elevated smoke, which, at elevation becomes ground level smoke. So that's going to be the situation throughout the course of this day.